Okay, well, we're back. Um, and I figured out how to stop the vibration of the. I thought I figured it out. There you go. How to stop the vibration of the ATV. Um, so this should be part 2 of our little tutorial of for the infected. This is a little junction on the map by where the cave is. I believe that the water is probably defensible, and I don't suppose they'll be climbing over the rocks to reach us. So having some rocks around is good. Is good. And having the water is good. So I'm going to say we start building our base here. I quite like. I don't know whether maybe we could get up on the rock. But anyway, let's come over here. I think because there's a sort of natural corner there, isn't there? That would be. I'll put a little house there. So now it's 3.6 degrees out. We looking at our character sheet, we don't actually have any clothes. That's not really as much of a problem as you'd think, but it's not warm. I don't know what season it starts us in. I guess it's probably spring, so it's probably going to get warmer. And if you look, how do I get there? Yeah, let me get the arrow. Here we go. So we have health. Well, we lost a bunch of health fighting the baddies. It drops the. This is oh god. The amount of sort of running energy you have. Mine's gone blank. It drops that down to half as soon as you're below 50% fed. And we're going to need some water again soon. So we have some problems to deal with. So we need some food. And this one is how awake you are. So when that reaches 0, then you have to sleep, otherwise you start losing health. And it's already dark-ish. No, it's dark. So we better get a move on. So this is build a foundation, and I think we want to build at least two foundations. Tab to exit that. It's a bit close to the rock, but I think it'll do. And what do we need for that? So we need some materials, some wood logs and some planks. Well, what you'll notice is that in order to get, so go to placeables and a saw bench, and what you'll see is that you can't place the saw bench because this is some location that we haven't claimed. So what we need is a land claim pole. So I'll get rid of that, tab to close that. So here we go back to placeables, others. Is it others? Somewhere, I can never remember where this thing is. You don't do it very often. Where is it? I swear it was others. Or was it is it under construction? Others. There you go. Land claim pole, and so we'll put it somewhere over here, I guess. And you'll see why in a second. So I'll build that, and it's now telling us we've completed a task. And actually what you can do is you go up to the land claim pole and you can turn on the sort of perimeter of what you've claimed. So that's more than good enough. A bit confusing though. Turn off the thing. And we'll come back here, and the next thing we're going to need is our saw bench. Because we need to make some stuff. So we'll put that next to the house. I'll leave some space for more stacked planks next to it. And we need to go chop some trees down pronto. You'll remember in the first part we picked up some food from the plants at the side of the road and from some other NPC houses, so let's eat a bunch of that. Watermelon gives you water, which is good, because we haven't got any clean water now. Some things have a defined lifetime, so like this liver here is spoils in 14 minutes, so we need a campfire to cook that, because if you look in the Itempedia, you'll find that some of the foods give you benefits, like the cooked liver here has a max health and max stamina plus 0.05, so that when you have max health of 100, you can actually get that to be above 100. But so we need to cook that before it goes bad. So let's also consider making a campfire. That'll be under food, I know. Sorry, it's a placeable item, isn't it? So there it is. Placeables, food, campfire. And we'll have that. Actually, we'll have it over this side. There we go. And that is going to need 10 small stones and some firewood. We had a couple of stones already. But let's see if we can find some stones. Ooh, I don't know whether we're going to have enough time. Oh look, there is some more cucumber, that'll be useful. Oh, fine. It's funny because we already harvested cucumber before, but the tutorial only wants you to do it in order. So I think if we press F now, it gives us a task list, and it says gather 1 stone. Well, I've already gathered stones, but never mind. It sort of wants you to do it in order. Maybe I can do a stick. Oh, I don't have any room in the inventory. That's also going to screw us up a little bit. So let's try and build these foundations first, because then we might be able to sleep before we start dying. What do I need? No, I don't need to do that. I need my axe. The stone axe chops things down much slower than the iron axe, but we're a way away from that. So, got a bunch of logs from the big tree, and luckily the saw bench only required logs to make. Otherwise, we'd be really in trouble. Oh, you can pick up 3 at a time, can't you? Here we go. And we put a log on the saw bench, and it will gradually saw it into planks for us. But we have to manually put the logs on. And so while that's happening, we can get more logs and put them into our foundation. Somewhat tediously slow in the process, but still. So this one's got all 4 of the logs it needs. This one just needs 1 more log. I'll pick up both of them so that I can get the planks as well. So we're now short of 12 planks for our foundations. Now I think you can... my whole inventory is full because we raided that other thing, didn't we? What can I stack? Let's get rid of some of the stuff. Stack that. Nails. Yeah, I can stack some of the stuff that we picked up into in with the items in the ATV, so we're sort of okay there. You might actually have some space. No, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to put it there, just to sort of build up a sort of an area in the middle of the thing where we can actually pick some stuff up. Right, because otherwise we wouldn't be able to pick the planks up, which would be a pain. We got a foundation now. Now I was going to say, I think you can just build a bed on the foundation, and we might have to do that. Just sleep out in the open. I don't think there's any too much danger. There is always a possibility that some wild animal can come and eat you while you're asleep, but we might have to take that risk. But we've got a bit of time left with the tiredness thing. It's 1 in the morning. And while it's soaring that, if you look, there's 4 different types of health bar that we can... Oh, can't be planks, haven't they? There's 4 under the health bar. There's one for protein, one for carbohydrates, one for fat, and one for vitamins. I think that's the order that they're in. And we're running a bit low of protein, so we need ideally some meat. I think we stole some ribs from the baddies, so let's eat that. Of course, that makes us thirsty, so all the more reason to have the campfire. So then we have our foundations. Let's think about campfire. Stones again. Didn't pick up enough on the way. Here's one. Oh look, gather 1 stone. Oh, wonderful. Let's hope we don't run into any of the unfriendlies while we look for stones. There's not that many. I swear I see them all over the place until you need them. Did I store any in the little ATV thing? Yeah, once you can't run indefinitely. Okay, there's a couple of stones in there from what we picked up before. I'm just going to move this over closer to the house so that we can use it for storage. Let's get those things, and so we're now down to needing 6 stones and some firewood. So for firewood, we just go to a log and go harvest, and then the firewood is... Oh goodness, that's going to be fun because I don't have enough space to carry more than 1 at a time. So we'll have to go backwards and forwards for it. Oh look, tasks. Throw the stick on the floor, I don't need that. That was a little bit of a mistake to collect so much stuff before I knew where to put it. Let's see if we can solve that. Now we have some planks. Placeables, storage, chest. Let's have an outside storage chest. There we go. That just needs 8 planks, I think. Yeah, 8. And we have enough for that. So now we can open that and we can get rid of all of the stuff that we picked up that we don't need anymore. And I think we probably do need to keep some bandages and stuff on hand just in case. But otherwise, we're all good. So now, oh, that's all the firewood that we've got. Once this tree comes down, I'm just going to have a look to see how much time, because I really don't want to waste this raw liver, but I think we're going to. Because we need 6 more stones before I can cook it, and I've only got 4 minutes. That's got a stone, yep. Right, we've got enough firewood. Need stones. Where are they? Yep. Easier to see in the day, of course. There's one. Of course, that isn't one, but that is. You just have to learn to recognise them. I don't know if we're going to have enough. And we're going to get enough in time, though, that's the thing. And if we go too far, there was a possibility that we might end up running into some bad guys. And without a spear, that's always not an ideal situation either. 3 more. How long do we have? 3 minutes. Well, I'm sure we can manage that. Here we go. I'm ignoring the plants, of course, but what's that over there? Oh, that's us. Good. The frogs always show up. There's one just spawned in right in front of our face. Fitting we have a fire. Where was that firewood? We need to feed it some fuel. Give it some firewood. Light it up. Actually, I'm going to put lots of firewood on it because I want this to be burning for a while. And now we can put our raw liver on there to cook that. And then we have a river over here in which we can fill up our water container. There we go, just got to stand in the right place. Fill up our water container. We'll go back. And now, actually there you go, we're running out of fluids again, so it's just a good time to have a water container, and you'll see there it says dirty water. So what we have to do is we have to put our water in the bucket above the fire and boil it to turn it into clean water. The bucket will take 200, but I'm not running backwards and forwards to the river now, especially since we're almost running out of awakeness. Yeah, because over here I think we have energy, that sort of thing. So that's turned into clean water. We now take it out of the bucket. Somehow magically it becomes drinkable immediately. You don't have to wait for it to cool down. So now we've drunk that, and we're back up to a sensible level. Now, where did I put the? Has some. Okay, I accidentally picked up the liver. Gonna eat that straight away because it will give us over here progress to +1 health has just nudged up a little bit, and that's a function of the cooked liver. And while we're at it with the campfire, I'm going to make some baked potatoes. Potatoes that we've picked up from raiding the bad guys, and I think I've still got some more cucumbers that I picked up from the side of the street, so we can eat them too. These rubbish bags are actually useful. I'll show you what they are for in a minute. While that lot's cooking, we now need a bed. As I say, I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to just build a bed without walls, but we're running out of time, so let's furniture. Let's have a bed. Will it let us put it without having? Yes, it will. So we just put it up there in the middle of our foundations. That seems like a great idea, right? What does that take? It takes 6 planks, so we still need more logs. Feed our saw bench with logs. And in the meantime, we can throw some of this stuff in there. I'm not sure we're going to be able to climb up there, so what we next need is stairs. We just need a ramp. So that's going to need some logs, so we'll stick them on there as well. Everything needs logs and planks to start with. So this one has a log. This will eventually be a house. But for the moment, I just want to sleep before it starts to kill us. Take some of our planks and add it to that. Now we have some steps. Now we can get up there. I think the fact that we can't easily get up there helps, because probably any wild animals also can't get up there. So maybe we'll be okay. And then I think I will end this part 2 once we get to sleep, and I guess I'll finish building the house, and then we'll come back for part 3. It's not that rubbish, is it? Right. So I can point at this. It really won't. It will punish you if this gets to 0. So let's pick up some planks. Let's right click to pick those up, and E to drop them on here. Yay, we have a bed. So I clicked E one too many times and it's taken us to sleep. That's now the morning, and we probably need to build the rest of the house and get something to drink and stuff. So I'm going to end the video there, and we'll come back for part 3.